Good morning, and welcome to ArtCenter College of Design's summer graduation ceremony. We are pleased to have so many people joining us today. If you experience difficulties viewing or hearing the ceremony at any time, please verify your network connection and log back in. And now, please welcome the President of ArtCenter College of Design, Dr. Lorne Buckman.
Good morning. I'm thrilled to welcome you to this day of celebration, our second virtual graduation ceremony during this pandemic, as we recognize the extraordinary graduates of summer 2020. As we all know, these past months have been profoundly challenging on many levels, and at times deeply painful. And yet today we also carry huge delight in our hearts for the remarkable achievements of our students. Let's bask in their triumph today, even amidst the pain we know, and recognize the distinguished hope of each student graduating at this hour. An art center education is nothing if not rigorous. This college has always fostered that special relationship between exacting discipline on the one hand and imaginative freedom on the other. The philosophy is clear. Creative achievement goes hand in hand with individual commitment to rigor and to a relentless drive for excellence. Talent and skill are only part of the equation. A disciplined spirit completes the picture. The truth is, we need you, our graduates, more than ever, not only for your creative gifts, but also for that disciplined spirit and for the many attributes you have developed during your time at ArtCenter. We need your pluck and your wisdom. We need your compassion and your empathy. We need your commitment to change things, both ostensible and systemic, obvious and nefariously hidden. If rigor is a hallmark of this education, I admonish you to employ it with all force. It would be a colossal waste to abandon hard-won discipline at a time when the stakes are so high. Use it to make a difference, but use it with a fidelity to facts and truth. Real change needs that rigor, the rigor you know as artists and designers, the disciplined spirit, the commitment to what is true. And there is as well something else, perhaps even larger, that I believe we are called upon to manifest at this moment. Something that we discover, if we are fortunate, through a variety of special experiences as we move through life. One of those experiences, when the stars align, comes to us through distinguished teaching. A unique element of summer graduation is that we celebrate teaching. Today, we recognize the extraordinary work of two of our faculty, Everard Williams and Jose Weisograd. We honor these individuals today because students spoke up and voted for them in gratitude for the profound effect they have had. And all of us know that great teachers stay with us for life. We metabolize the way they think, how they look at the world, their convictions and their questions. Like art and design, teaching at its best is not only about talent, skill, and knowledge, but about those same intangibles of rigor, compassion, care, and empathy. And yet what we really learn from great teaching, and what I have realized over the years, is that it is fundamentally about love and a deep belief in every student. We face with acuity today realities of racism and injustice that have existed for centuries, and we are called to look deep into our institutions and our hearts for all that might make us complicit in fostering discrimination and bias. We need to listen, we need to open our souls, we need to apologize, we need to take real and constructive action. It begins with each individual, how we choose to speak truth and how we create change. It is a responsibility we all must assume. But like great art and design and teaching itself, we must also sustain that work with love if it ever will truly lead to substantive change. This country lost an inspirational hero last month, John Lewis. He embodied with every part of his being that profound commitment to change through love. He too was a great teacher and admonished us, and we must metabolize this deeply, that love is the singular vital element in addressing the ills we face. He sums it up here with unbelievable power and beauty and offers what is the most important message on this particular day of celebration and future promise. Anchor the eternity of love in your own soul and embed this planet with goodness. Lean toward the whispers of your own heart, discover the universal truth, and follow its dictates. Release the need to hate, to harbor division, and the enticement of revenge. Release all bitterness. Hold only love, only peace in your heart, knowing that the battle of good to overcome evil is already won. Choose confrontation wisely, but when it is your time, don't be afraid to stand up, and speak out against injustice. And if you follow your truth down the road to peace and the affirmation of love, if you shine like a beacon for all to see, then the poetry of all the great dreamers and philosophers is yours to manifest in a nation, a world community, and a beloved community that is finally at peace with itself. Graduates of 2020, the world clamors for you. We need your talent, your skill, your compassion, your rigor, but mostly we need your love. I congratulate you all with a heart full of joy and hope. Thank you. And now I'd like to recognize many in virtual attendance today, watching from parts near and far. First, joining us are several board members of ArtCenter's Board of Trustees, including Board Chair Sue Matthews-Hale, Clarence Daniels, Tom Gilmore, Jeff Glassman, Bruce Haven, Steve Hitter, David Martin, Elise Williamson, and our newest trustee, Michelle Gadsden-Williams. Welcome to all of you. Several of our graduates come to us from a dozen international countries with families and friends watching today from across the globe, including Brazil, Canada, China, England, India, Indonesia, Iran, Japan, Mexico, Mozambique, South Korea, and Taiwan. Similarly, our domestic students represent 17 US states, and we recognize those watching nationwide as well. It's important to recognize that all of our graduates are part of a larger whole of families gathered today, fathers and mothers, grandparents, spouses, lovers, partners, aunts and uncles, sisters, brothers, friends of all kinds who have supported our graduates in their journey. I know that the gratitude to all of you is immense. You have made an enormous difference. We greet you with warmth and full hearts. I would also like to acknowledge another vital group of individuals watching today whose daily contributions are at the heart of the educational process. Without the amazing faculty of ArtCenter, the caliber of work produced of our students would not be possible, and we owe them our profound appreciation for their dedicated efforts in the classroom. At the same time, ArtCenter administrators, admissions counselors, student service providers, content creators, fundraisers, and more all work tirelessly behind the scenes to directly and indirectly support our fabulous students. And I want to say that today, I owe a particular debt of gratitude to our faculty and staff for their ongoing positive and amazingly creative response to the COVID-19 pandemic. While none of us imagined that we'd still be teaching and working remotely, our faculty and staff have made sure that our students could continue with their studies under exceedingly challenging circumstances. While we look forward to partially reopening campus in the fall, this moment in the college's history has been remarkable, and we thank you for all you do. Now, as we continue, I'd like to give you a quick overview of this morning's program. We'll begin with the presentation of our Student Leadership Award, followed by remarks from our valedictorian, the presentation of our Great Teachers Award, and then the conferral of degrees to our graduating students. So let's get started. Please welcome our Provost, Karen Hoffman, who will present the Student Leadership Award.
Thank you, Lauren, and congratulations to all the graduates of the class of summer 2020. Every semester, the Center for Student Experience organizes a committee that represents the diverse perspectives of our creative community of faculty, staff, and students to recognize one individual in the graduating class who exemplifies a particular definition of leadership. That definition of leadership is this: a student who has given back to the community and added value to the educational experience at ArtCenter by working in relationships with others. The student being recognized today has completed her ArtCenter education with experiences rooted here in Pasadena and Los Angeles, but globally connected to work in Chile, New Zealand, China, and Canada. She was praised by her peers, not only for her dedicated support as a teaching assistant in many classes and as an orientation leader in numerous semesters, but also for being a dutiful student worker in several different offices. Her involvement with the Art Reach Club, the ArtCenter's TEDx program, and with ArtCenter student government were highlighted as significant accomplishments that gave back to the campus and local communities. But perhaps the greatest demonstration of her human-centered leadership are the multiple comments made by her nominators that expressed pride and gratitude for not only having had opportunities to work with her, but also to count her as a friend. Her peers have praised her for leading with a kind heart, with humility and empathy, with collaborative vision, and with a positive presence that humanizes others while working alongside them and expressing gratitude for the opportunity to embrace mistakes and make positive changes. This is the kind of creative leadership that ArtCenter is proud to recognize. It is my honor today to present the Summer 2020 Student Leadership Award to this impressive individual graduating today with distinction and a Bachelor of Fine Art degree in illustration with a Design Matters minor in social innovation. Yiran Lily Lin. Congratulations, Lily.
Thank you so much, Karen, for your kind words. I just want to say good morning. I want to congratulate all of us who are graduating today because, let's be honest, we all deserve a huge pat on the back for getting to this point. For me, 4 years of ArtCenter feels like an incredibly long but short period of time. And even though the ArtCenter curriculum is all about being prepared for any circumstances, with our long list of backup plans, who knew we'd be leaving school during this global context that no one has predicted? I don't think we've been giving enough time to think about everything that 2020 has been throwing at us. But this is also the time to reflect, reset, and relearn what we've learned. Some of the questions we hear repeatedly at ArtCenter are, what's the purpose? Why are we creating this? And whose life can we change? I don't think we can address these questions without thinking about human relationships and how they influence us and the rest of the world. If you've met me, then you know that I always encourage everyone to experience ArtCenter life beyond classes and figure out what it is that inspired you to be a creative. I didn't always think this way. During my early terms at ArtCenter, I thought being a good designer meant only devoting 100% to building on skill sets. But thankfully, through many on-campus events, I found myself in a nurturing environment where I was forming meaningful relationships with my peers by sharing conversations, vulnerability, and empathy. I'm sure everyone graduating today can recall examples when time at the school felt non-existent, Hot showers, sleep, and our time at home was a luxury during midterms and finals. And I want to personally thank my friends and family for understanding when I only had time to reply with an emoji or meme. And after spending the past few months at home during quarantine, I realized that I really miss seeing people sleeping on couches during week 14. And I miss the buffalo chicken wrap that I have 3 times a week at Hillside. I miss looking through windows and seeing everyone present their work with passion, without signature dark circles, but still believing that our concepts can change and benefit a community. I am so grateful to be receiving this award this summer, but I also want to thank all of you who are sitting in front of the screens today for continuing to be human and real. If you held the door for someone, lent someone a hand to help carry their projects, reached out to a classmate you haven't seen in a while just to ask how they're doing before or after the pandemic, then I want to thank you for being a leader. I know there's still so much to be done at this school, but regardless of how small or how large your contribution was, all of us here in some ways have made an impact to move this Art Center community forward. And now as we say goodbye, it's our turn to be the next wave to make change happen and move society forward. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do that is love what you do. This is something that Steve Jobs said has always stuck with me, and I hope the sentiment resonates with all of you. I bet all of us here have moments of fear and doubt for the future. I do. But I remind myself every day that I am so lucky to be fulfilling my childhood dream, to do what I love as a career. If there is one thing that 2020 has confirmed, is that we no longer have the privilege to procrastinate and wait for things to happen. I can't wait to see all of us working on things that are meaningful to each of us, because at the end of the day, we're all just people trying to create change. Thank you, and congratulations again, everyone. I will see you out there.
Thank you, Lily. Thank you. Beautifully done, and congratulations. And thank you for all that you have contributed to this community over your time here. It's been very, very meaningful and incredibly inspirational. As many of you know, it's also customary to invite the valedictorian to offer a few words of reflection and celebration. Therefore, it is my pleasure to introduce Kelly Liu to address her classmates. Kelly is graduating from the illustration department, having maintained an astounding cumulative GPA of 3.914. Congratulations, Kelly.
Thank you, Lauren. Around 12 years ago from today, I attempted college the first time, and after a couple of years, I dropped out. I left feeling completely insecure about my intelligence and hopeless that I could ever go back. I know I'm not alone when I say that school was a huge struggle for me. And for a really long time, I became convinced that I didn't belong. When I began my Art Center journey 8 years later, my only goal was to finish, walk across the graduation stage, and hold my diploma. I was so focused on finishing so I could get a job. At the time, I had no idea coming to Art Center would not only help me to discover the capabilities of my creative reach, but help me to regain my identity, my courage, and my purpose. I have never worked so hard in my life. That being said, I want to recognize that a huge part of why I'm speaking to all of you today is that I had an amazing partner at home. He did everything he could so I could prioritize my education in a way that other students might not have had the same privilege or opportunity that I had. So I want to thank my partner, Richard, for encouraging me to tackle my biggest fear and regret, for reminding me of all the reasons I went back, especially when things got hard and I got burnt out. I want to thank my parents, my brother, my sister-in-law, and my best friend for supporting me and listening anytime I felt especially proud after a critique. And lastly, I want to thank all the instructors I had who challenged me, and most importantly, created a space where I felt seen as an individual, a creator, and a collaborator. I started this journey wanting only one thing, but I am here today gaining so much more. I know every student graduating here today began ArtCenter with your own past, and that you had people in your life, friends, family, partners, and instructors that helped you to achieve your unexpected. I hope that as we all continue as individuals and as an academic institution, that we can strive to create spaces where every student and every person feel that they too belong as individuals, creators, and collaborators. I truly believe that if we create safe spaces that affirm individuals, and if we respect people as human beings, that a person can achieve anything. I don't know all of you personally, but I am so proud of each and every one of us and this amazing accomplishment we're celebrating today. Our ceremony looks different than we imagined, but nothing can diminish the sacrifice, the commitment, and all the sleepless nights that we have poured into these last few years. I am so excited to see all the unexpected journeys we take from here. Congratulations, everyone. We did it. Thank you.
Thank you, Kelly. So lovely, and congratulations. What an amazing achievement. And now I would like to invite the incomparable Ibby Day on behalf of ArtCenter Student Government to present the Great Teacher Awards.
Thank you, Lauren. It is my pleasure to be here representing ArtCenter Student Government on behalf of all students, because at every summer graduation, students present a special honor to some of our best faculty. Since 1986, ArtCenter has formally recognized great teachers for their significant and life-changing contributions to student learning. We students at ArtCenter recognize the value of learning from accomplished artists and designers who teach and influence us to pursue excellence, to affect the world and contribute to change. Concluding a year-long process of open nominations, a student committee has chosen to honor one part-time and one full-time instructor this year. Both faculty members received a number of nominations from the student body, and it was clear through their multiple written nominations that both recipients inspire and promote intellectual and creative development, all while connecting real-world views and human values to art and design. The 2019-2020 Part-Time Great Teacher Award is being presented to an instructor whom students described as inspiring them, not only with real-life professional experience and up-to-date knowledge in his field, but also with true passion for his work and a work ethic that can sometimes feel like magical encouragement. This instructor supports students as they prepare for internships and portfolio reviews, and connected lower term students with upper term students and alumni to make ideas and concepts more real, and also create a feeling of community within the department. It is my honor to present this year's Part-Time Great Teacher Award to Jose Weisograd, who teaches in transportation design. Congratulations, Jose.
Thank you. Good morning and congratulations to the summer 2020 class. As an alumni, I feel really honored and humble accepting this award here today. I want to thank the school and of course, Stuart Reed and Shay Sanders for their continued support. But overall, I want to thank the students because without your openness, your enthusiasm, and your desire, all of these ideas and dreams will be for nothing. You make this happen. You're willing to try something new, something different, and you make it work. You are the driving force behind our work. You are the reason I show up every week to teach. I appreciate you let me be part of your journey. Congratulations with your graduation and thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Jose. Next, I'll present the Full-Time Faculty Great Teacher Award for 2019-2020. This award honors an instructor whose students consistently describe as more than a teacher. In the classroom, this faculty member always enhances the curriculum with professional colleagues to explain current news from the industry, and he offers fresh perspectives with a range of examples in his classes. Beyond this work, students highlighted this faculty member's commitment to supporting them as persons and not just as artists or designers, by checking in on their mental health, on their emotional resilience, and on their personal challenges. Students have said that they feel connected to him, like a trusted family member, because he genuinely cares about their well-being and seems to always be connected to them even when he is traveling, at all hours of day or night, or when students have taken a term off. His ability to encourage students to see themselves as already great has inspired his students to envision and become even greater. It is my honor to present this year's Full-Time Great Teacher Award to Everard Williams from Photography and Imaging. Congratulations, Everard.
Thank you, Ibby, for the kind words. Dr. Buckman, Karen Hoffman, Ray Coralico, Celeste Ganeri, ArtCenter Student Government, and you, the class of summer 2020. While I cannot speak for everyone, I'm confident in the belief that many of your teachers understand the new work environment that you find yourself in is one that needs to reflect and support each and every one of you in your uniqueness, your individuality, your unique perfectness. It has been our job as an institution, as teachers, as staff members, to not only reflect that in our support of you, but to make it known that those things that make you unique are not things to celebrate at home by yourself, but need to be expressed. It is your diversity that gives you your unique strength. As teachers, our doors will always be open. Just because you graduate does not mean that you leave. The hard work that you completed in your classes to prep you for your careers, the hard work that you did on behalf of your fellow students must continue on the outside. And when things become challenging, and I promise they will, please come back, knock on our Zoom doors, and allow us to rejuvenate you and to continue your work and journey. We as teachers, we ask that because it is the positive energy that you bring that gives us the strength and power to continue what it is that we are committed to do. I can't thank you all enough for this honor. I accept this on behalf of the many teachers who continue to believe that the information that we attempt to pass on is right and good, not just for you as individuals, but for society. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Everard. Beautifully said. Congratulations to you and Jose. What you contribute, what the two of you contribute, what great teaching is all about is really so much at the core of who we are and what we're all about. And your contributions are deeply, deeply appreciated. And now, my friends, it's a great moment, a moment we've been waiting for, the conferral of degrees.
As we begin the conferral of degrees, if you experience difficulties viewing or hearing the ceremony, we would like to remind you to please verify your network connection and log back in. And now, the conferral of degrees begins with Graduate Art.
Hello, I'm Bruce Hanley, the chair of Graduate Art. I've been dazzled and moved by how the graduating MFAs have persevered during this pandemic and its upheaval, all of them managing against odds to make the best work of their careers for their final thesis shows. I salute them and their enterprise, a selection of which will be group exhibited in September at ArtCenter's downtown LA space, curated by Grad Art alumni Adam Stamp. We will now announce our candidates for a Master's of Fine Arts in Arts.
Qing Zheng, Reaching into the Waves of Blue. Manyu Gao, with distinction. Chasing Oranges in Jessica Stockholder's work. Juliana Saxman-Halpert, with distinction. Car Wreck. Carson Lin, Queerscapes. Gabriel Madden, The Dark Threat of Painter. Alex Nazari, Leopardine, a Thesis. Edgar Ramirez, Powerline. Sean Randolph, The Daily News, the Roger Brown Study Collection. Jillian Steiner. Ethan C. Tate, Timothy McVeigh, Ruined Oklahoma. Darius Vondre Turner, Get Familiar. Tara Renee Walters, Two Opposites Create a Whole. Hilma of Clint, Agnes Pelton, Forrest Bess, Mary Weatherford. Our next program is Graduate Film.
Hi everyone, I'm Ross Lamanna, Chair of Undergraduate and Graduate Film. Making movies is hard. Learning to make movies is also hard. Now try doing those things during a global zombie apocalypse. Our graduating students succeeded at both thanks to their ingenuity, creativity, and grace under pressure. We congratulate them for their talent and for their tenacity, and we look forward to seeing what they're going to bring to the world.
Shufei Huang, an analysis of Stephen Chow's films. Next up, Graduate Graphic Design.
Hello, I'm Sean Adams, Chair of Graduate and Undergraduate Graphic Design. This term's candidate thesis project on liminal space, the ambiguity of the place between on a journey, is prescient, beautiful, and meaningful. He has been a light in our program, inspiring others to take risks, move forward, and try the new. I am pleased to announce our candidate for a Master of Fine Arts in Graphic Design.
Jay Yang, with distinction. Rite of Passage, Graphic Design through the Liminal Lens. And now, Graduate Industrial Design. Matthew O'Rourke. Ava, an online shopping assistant for retailers and their customers. So-hee Woo. Morph, a digital fashion house. Next is Graduate Media Design Practices.
Good morning. It's with great pride that we present Jerry, our candidate for the Master of Fine Arts in Media Design Practices.
Tiani Ma. Food Atlas, a community-driven ecosystem of social eating in a post-pandemic United States. And now, Graduate Transportation Systems and Design.
Hello, I'm Jeff Wardle, Executive Director of Graduate Transportation Systems and Design. A privilege of our role as educators is witnessing the creative unfolding of extraordinary and significant work from our students, particularly the rigorous thesis projects that our graduate students are expected to deliver. This summer 2020, despite significant COVID challenges, is no exception. And I'm so proud to present two candidates for a Master of Science in Transportation Systems and Design.
Kashar Afshar. Nourishing Production, Electric Scooter Configuration for a Closed-Loop Life Cycle. Zane Liu. Goldilocks, Just Right Ubiquitous Computing Experiences in Motion. We will now begin the undergraduate degree presentation with advertising.
I'm Gary Goldsmith, the Chair of Advertising, and I am really pleased to present our one very talented and so hardworking candidate for a Bachelor of Fine Art.
Maria Covarrubias, with honors. And now, environmental design.
Hello, I'm David Makarsky, the Chair of Grad and Undergrad Environmental Design. I just want to say at a time when our world is in a very complex and trying position, our students took on the first full semester education program online at ArtCenter. And they really dug down deep into their hearts to create programs and finish off their program here at ArtCenter in the most stunning and beautiful way. And, you know, the work just speaks for itself. And I think we're going to see in the future how these people change the way we live, work, and play. They're incredibly dedicated and from their heart created such a great body of work. It is my great honor to present our candidates for a Bachelor of Science in Environmental Design.
Chan Chance. Irina Chow, with honors. Guian Liang. Christy Ellen Poon, with distinction and with a Design Matters minor in social innovation. Chikako Sakamoto, with distinction. Veronica Torres. Yihan Wang. Jianting Wu, with honors. And now, film.
Hi again, Ross Lamanna here, recognizing our undergraduate film students. There's a lyric in a great old song from a great old movie. The fundamental things apply. Show business is undergoing huge changes right now, but these students will be ready. They possess the timeless, essential human skill of telling stories visually. Stay tuned, they're going to do great things.
Glenn Espinoza. Mei He, with the Design Matters minor in social innovation. Eric Hirschhorn, with honors. Jackson Shriver, with honors. Christina Jing, with honors. Our next program is Fine Art.
Hi, everyone. I'm Laura Cooper, and I chair the undergraduate Fine Art Department. It's such an honor to present to you our candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Fine Art in Fine Art. Hyun-Sung Cho and Jose Mata have persevered through 2 semesters of producing their senior solo shows during times that have been challenging for all of us, but especially so for these artists, separated from their on-campus studios and, except for screens, from the company of their peers. Tethered together by Zoom and fueled by the absolute need to make art, Hyun-Sung and Jose's accomplishments reflect exactly why art is important, especially in a time of crisis. Taking their personal experiences and pushing these knowledges forward with material experimentation and knowledgeable reflection, they have transformed their individual realities into something larger, creating an experience of empathy that is so needed right now. On behalf of the faculty of the Fine Art Department, congratulations, Hyun-Sung and Jose. We really can't wait to see what you do next.
Hyun-Sung Cho. Jose Ramon Mata Garcia. And now, graphic design.
Hello again. I'm Sean Adams, here to recognize our undergraduate graphic design students. This group of graduating students has repeatedly proven the perseverance of the best designers and artists. In the midst of change and uncertainty, they thrived and created extraordinary work that inspired the faculty and myself. I am thrilled to present these designers to the world. I'm humbled and honored to announce our candidates for a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Graphic Design.
Jordan Booth, with distinction. Diana Chan, with honors. Mei Chen, with honors. Sunny Chen, with honors. Brian Cho, with honors. Hina Chung, with distinction. Christopher Gonzalez. Grace Zhou. Ashley Kakazu. Eunice Kang, with honors. Chris Kim, with distinction. Sarah Lee, with honors. Lilan Lee. Deb Xia, with distinction. Shuchen Zhu, with honors. Mikako Yamabayashi, with honors. Quinta Yu, with distinction. Myra Xiaotong Zhang, with honors. Up next is illustration.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Anne Field. I'm Department Chair of Illustration. In these times of change, communication is becoming more important than ever, and our students are developing myriad ways of feeling and showing the human experience across all media with their powerful original work. Today, it is my honor and absolute privilege to introduce to you the candidates for Bachelor of Fine Art in Illustration.
Nico Abassi, with a Design Matters minor in Social Innovation. Nushi Haim Azuria. Bailey Louise Cantor, with distinction. Kyuri Cho. Brittany Consuegra. Kaylin Marie Cook. Jennifer Davidson. Des Inao, with honors. Sofia Fernandez Salvador, with honors. Michelle Mo Gachalian. Jacob Hakim, with honors. Joe Jaya, with honors. Sujin Jung. Kaylin Kim, with honors. Philhan Kim. Yeon Kim, with distinction. Winona Kirk, with honors. Lily Lin, with distinction and with a Design Matters minor in Social Innovation. Kelly Lou Stoya, with distinction. Nancy Liu. Michael Marquette. Jordan Miller, with honors. Eilish O'Reilly, with honors. Miji Park. Sarah Park. Jin Qian. Mia Xia Chu, with honors. Abby Hyungjong Ra, with distinction. Katie Rowan. Lan Sun. Daniel Sylvester. Robert Vai. Alice Wong, with honors. Casey Wei, with honors. Shireen Young. And now we have interaction design.
Good morning again. I'm Maggie Hendry, Chair of Undergraduate Interaction Design. These students have approached their work with empathy and ingenuity. And as we all come to work, love, play, and graduate in our online and digital worlds, their skills and their compassion are absolutely exemplary. On behalf of the faculty and their colleagues, I'm incredibly proud to present to you our candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Interaction Design.
Royi Ann, with distinction and with a Design Matters minor in Social Innovation. Davis Taylor Brown, with honors. Anna Kang. Pooja Nair. Morgan Jacob West, with distinction and with a Design Matters minor in Social Innovation. Up next is photography and imaging.
Good morning. I'm Dennis Keeley, the chair of the Photography and Imaging program. I want to add my warm congratulations to Jose and Everard and all our great teachers who continue to create an innovative learning environment. It's my pleasure to introduce these talented candidates for a bachelor's degree in the arts in photography and imaging.
Kylie Van Dombro. Cedric Johnson, with honors. Vasantha Nagarajan, with a Design Matters minor in Social Innovation. Matt Tamkin. And now, product design.
Hello, I'm Chris Hacker, Chair of Product Design. Design is a critical part of the solution to the difficult challenges we face in this changed world. These product designers are well prepared for this amazing moment. It is my proud honor to introduce on behalf of the faculty and staff of product design, these candidates for a Bachelor of Science in Product Design.
John Erickson with a Design Matters minor in Social Innovation. Alberto Esses. Deborah Kim with distinction. Jia Lan. Scarlett Lee. Yue Lee with distinction. Aaron Park. Pedro Villar with distinction. Yin Wang. Michael Zhu with honors. Next, we have transportation design.
Hi, everyone. I'm Stuart Reed, Chair of Transportation Design, and it is indeed a privilege for me to introduce the candidates for Bachelor of Science degree in Transportation Design. So, to the summer 2020 graduates, may I say I'm joined by our staff and our faculty to say congratulations. You are an imaginative, talented, and skillful group, and I might add to that what Lauren said in his opening comments. Also, you have a disciplined spirit. So again, may I just say congratulations to all of you and a job well done. Thank you.
Brandon Camino. Yu Dai. Nima Farzin. Kia Hong. Mingjian He with honors. Lu Ji Huang. James Lear. Pandora Lei. Darius Dongwook Shin. Matthew Volker. Eric Vasganian. Ho Sung Yoon. Adrian Juino. And once again, please welcome Dr. Lauren Buckman.
Thank you and congratulations, everyone. So let's complete this process with a final ritual. On the recommendation of the faculty and on behalf of the trustees of ArtCenter College of Design, it is with great pleasure that I confer upon the summer class of 2020 the degrees issued here today with all the rights and privileges and honors pertaining thereto, and given under the seal of the college at Pasadena by the authority vested in the trustees by the state of California on August 22nd, 2020. Congratulations, graduates. It's official. Now, following the ceremony, I want to invite everyone to attend our virtual graduation showcase to see the extraordinary work assembled by our graduating students. You can do so by visiting gradshow.artcenter.edu. You should be able to connect with your graduates online, and the site will remain active as a testament to their hard work and dedication. As we conclude, I'd like to offer our graduating students a moment in the spotlight, as it were. So students, please take a moment to make sure your cameras are on and use the raise your hand feature in Zoom if you'd like to participate. We'll quickly spotlight your cameras so your friends and your families can get a good look at your smiling and beautiful faces. And as our graduating students begin the cue, we have a brief video to play. We'll start the spotlight in just a few minutes.
Black.
Yo! Congrats!
Oh, thanks, man. You too.
Congrats, everybody! Woo!
Guys, you guys did such a great job. I'm so proud of all of you.
여기 앉으세요. 여기 앉으세요. 네, 어머니 여기 앉으세요. 네, 여기 앉을게요.
Yay! Congrats!
Yay! The people with the dogs. I love everyone with their dogs. Great.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's he was the one with honors.
Hey, Glenn. You're on, man.
Screen share.
Oh, the cat. Go Barrel!
Go!
왔다.
So funny.
Oh shit. Can I say that?
Oh my god, mira, mira.
Yeah, Glenn!
Congrats, Glenn.
Eric, vamos Eric, felicidades Eric.